This is Kai Pacha with the weekly Pele report. Just an astrological perspective on what is going on this beautiful, beautiful Mother Earth. April 6th, 2016. In some ways, a day like any other day. In other ways, a day like none other. The moon is in the sign of Aries today, and it's coming around to be a new moon. We're in the dark phase. I'm over here on the beach in Nosara. We just came paddle boarding. There's the river is back over there behind those trees with some crocodiles. We got our crabs. We got Mother Nature. So yeah, this new moon is at 18 degrees of Aries, conjunct Uranus. So we need to look at the big picture here. Sun conjunct Uranus, and then moon comes around. This new moon is square Pluto and conjunct Uranus. Whoa, Nelly, we got some energy going on here. Yeah? So it's tense. It's powerful. Time of new beginnings. Really powerful. So on Thursday, then after that new moon, she goes into Taurus late at night, depending on where you are on the planet, stays there until Saturday, goes into Gemini, stays in Gemini, you know, until next Tuesday, where she goes home to Cancer, because that moon, the crab, rules Cancer. So we're closing out. We're closing out a moon cycle from this last month, and we're starting a new monthly cycle. But even bigger than that, we've got cycles upon cycles upon cycles. That's what I really want to talk about today, is this big cycle. Jupiter square Saturn. Jupiter moving through Virgo, Saturn moving through Sagittarius. This new moon is not only conjunct Uranus, square Pluto, but it's trine Saturn. So it's all going on. Right around 17, 18, 19, 20 degrees. You want to see where your planets are with all of that. And then yesterday, of course, you know, Venus went into Aries and Mercury went into Taurus. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And that Venus is going to trine Mars next Tuesday. But it's really there now. This looks like a good spot for me to put the camera. And then I can just talk at you. So let me try that one. All right. Okay, well, I hope I don't run out of space or battery or some crazy thing like I did last week. What do we want to talk about here? You know, I'm giving this workshop in Nosara on the chakras and on Kundalini Yoga and on healing the chakras through yoga postures, kriyas, releasing the emotions that get locked up in the different organs and the different chakras, particularly the lower chakras. The first chakra and the second chakra, which in astrology are associated, I associate them with Pluto, Saturn, the moon, black moon Lilith, Mars, Jupiter. Today we did the solar plexus, the sun, and it's the digestive organs, the sexual reproduction organs, okay, the liver, the pancreas, the kidneys, the gallbladder, the anus, the penis, the ovaries, down low. This is where we end up getting more and more stuck. This is where we hold more and more emotion. Aries is the sign of anger, of instinct, okay, but also the sign of the warrior and power. So we've had Uranus in the sign of Aries since 2011. And it's been squaring Pluto since 2012. And it's still loosely square Pluto now, though it's moving on and moving out and moving away. And it just makes me feel like we are cycles upon cycles upon cycles upon cycles. There's bigger cycles. We're coming out of thousands of years of male-dominated, patriarchal, religious, governmental, philosophical teachings and conditioning, hierarchical, giving us a sense of guilt and shame. And we've had religions separating spirit and matter. Our sexuality and our body and our emotions are somehow animalistic and unevolved and primitive and not spiritual and dark and evil and bad. And we're coming out of it. We're coming out of Pisces. We're coming out of the chaos. We're coming into this age of Aquarius. And it's breaking out of the old established patterns. So we got this Pluto moving through Capricorn from 2008 until 2024. The Shiva, Kali, destroying the old forms, the old established man-made laws and man-made religions that have robbed and stolen power. The power of choice and the power of self-determination from the individual through robbing each and every one of us, yes, of our root, of our instinct, of our kundalini, of that powered coiled serpent that lies at the base of the spine. It was demonized. The snake, Lilith, the female-headed serpent, offering the apple to Eve. These old ancient stories where the serpent, which has to do with healing and power and vision and transformation and self-determination, demonized, suppressed, belly crawling, laying on the ground, nasty, bad, wrong. So that our sexual power, our emotional power has been taken away. But now we've got Uranus squaring Pluto. And then what have I been talking about? This year is the year of the great purification. Well, what do we need to purify? We need to purify and rid ourselves of the crap, of the belief systems, of the religions, of the external authorities. We need to come back. We need to purge. We need big, huge colon cleanse. Get the shit out, man. I'm going to start with the mantra right off the bat today, because this is what it's all about for me right now. And for us right now, as I see it collectively, the new moon in Aries is reclaiming our power, stepping into our warrior. And we do that by trusting our body, by trusting our instincts, by trusting our emotions, and by gaining. Yes, our power is in our lower chakras, in our ability to receive and to take intensity. This is a time, Jupiter conjunct the north node of the moon, expanding our capacity to experience pleasure, physical pleasure. Go into the pleasuring, the beautifying, the touching, the sensation of our physical well-being. Love our bodies just as they are, just as we are. Awesome, amazing vehicles tapping us into this world. And then the emotions, our feelings, moving these emotions and expanding our tolerance for emotion and other people's emotions and emotion in the world, and allowing that emotion to transform us and change us, and allowing our feelings to change and our ideas to change. Embracing the feminine. The feminine is change. The feminine is emotion and earth, water and earth. So this is this time now. Black Moon Lilith is over there in Libra, a opposing Uranus, squaring Pluto. And she's checking out the scene. Yeah. How intense can we take it? How intense are we? Let's get in touch with our intensity, because creation is intense. Destruction, creation, reformation, transmutation. This is the guts of life. This is the power of life. So this new moon now is about revolution. Conjunct the planet Uranus, Prometheus, the great awakener, the great liberator. If we want a new paradigm, if we want a new age, if we want the age of Aquarius, where there is peace and harmony and diversity, and there is allowing the differences between people, nations, cultures, belief systems. If we want that, we have to be at home and comfortable in our own skin, with our own selves. And learning this unconditional self-love is by accepting our bodies and accepting our emotions as who we are, as where we are. I am who I am, and that is that, officer. That is that, Mr. President. That is that. Yeah, Miss Thatcher. Whatever, man. We are who we are. And it's time to stand in that power and stand in that glory. And that's what Aries does. So this is a powerful month. And we want to get rid of the shame. Stop being ashamed of ourselves. Oh, we change our mind too much. You know, we don't like this, we don't like that, we don't go for that, we don't go for that. I don't want to fit in, I don't want to belong, I don't want to work at the cubicle. I want to be outside. I want to flow on the river. I want to paddleboard. If we're going to step in and we're going to step out and we're going to be good examples and good models for our children and their children and their children and their children, we got to do it like now. Yeah, that's what Aries is about. Now. You know what I'm talking about. The mantra for today is like very, very simple. The more pleasure I can take, the more I move emotion, the more power I will have to manifest creation. Let's stop being wallflowers, stop getting pushed around, told what to do, made to feel inadequate, made to feel non-academic or insufficient or unable. You know, there's just been too much formation, condemnation. Be this way, look this way, walk this way, talk this way. Conform. This is Pluto coming through Capricorn, breaking the old forms. And how do we evolve as a species? Through the Pluto polarity point, which is Cancer the crab, which holds inside and goes inside. And it's my little world, and my feelings count, and my needs matter. And if I'm afraid, or I want, or I'm in need, that's like the most important thing right now. We want to awaken that inner child. We want to embrace our inner child. We want to embrace our ability, our humanity. We are humans. We are not robots. We are not here to serve the machine. We are people. And people are beautiful, and people are powerful, and every person is unique and different. And this is what Uranus and Aries wants to celebrate. We want to celebrate how kinky, weird, kooky, flunky, off the wall we are. Get off the wall. So yeah, the physical and the emotional. We got the air and the fire, and we've had the masculine, and we've got the vision, and, you know, we've got the technology, and we've got, you know, we got all the head stuff. But it's not about figuring it out. It's not about knowing it. It's about being it and doing it. So you can know everything and be stuck and not make, you know, not really fully experience the ecstatic possibility, the ecstatic potential of the human experience. So we want to get out of our heads, get out of our dreams, get out of our thoughts, get out of our machines, and get real, and get down, and feel, and love that feeling, and love that body, and love being here, and love the mother, and love the nature. That's going to restore us. That's what's healing now. North Node in Virgo, Jupiter in Virgo. This healing is restoring, rejuvenating, remembering our roots, who we are, reflecting on the inner world. It's all inside. We were doing the yoga this morning, and Denise, who's amazing, you know, just said when Krishna opened his mouth and showed Arjuna the whole universe, the fish, the animals, the birds, the ocean, the trees, the stars, the galaxies. He showed everything is inside. It's all inside. The universe is inside you. So the more pleasure you can take, the more you move emotion, the more power you will have to manifest creation. This is the age of Aquarius. We are co-creating the future. It's not going to get made for us. It's not going to get solved for us. The red carpet's not going to get rolled out for us. This is time for us to experience our creative genius, our creative power, our creative potential. So yeah, you want to repeat this mantra like 5 times. You know, close your eyes right now. I mean, this is really good, you know. And you want to scream it, you want to shout it, you want to breathe it out. The 3 methods that the shaman uses: sound, breath, and movement. Stand up and go around the room and march it out. The more pleasure I can take, the more I move emotion, the more power I will have to manifest creation. The more pleasure I can take, the more I move emotion, the more power I will have to manifest creation. The more pleasure I can take, the more I move emotion, the more power I will have to manifest creation. You know what I'm talking about. Feel it inside your soul. Get in touch with that Kundalini. Get in touch with that power. And together we make the change. Together the new paradigm happens. As each individual knows themselves, knows their truth, and offers it to the community at large. Let's go for it. Make it happen. This is the time. New moon in Aries, conjunct Uranus. The revolution begins now inside you, because you are the universe. Woo! Namaste. Take that. Aloha. So much freaking love.